Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD Season 12 Episode 19 Recap: Cook gets betrayed in robbery conspiracy. Chicago PD's latest episode, Name, Image, Likeness, opened with the two youngest officers in the IU, Kiana Cook, Toya Turner, and Dante Torres, Benjamin Levy Aguilar. They responded to a call and find that two people had been shot and killed at a jewelry store. Cook spotted someone trying to flee the scene, and Torres stopped him, but he wasn't even supposed to leave the car due to the fact that he's still recovering from an arm injury. The person who tried to flee was a tweaker who had nothing to do with the crime, but was able to provide the IU with some crucial eyewitness information. He claimed 3 men shot up the jewelry store while wearing ski masks, but only 2 of them left. EU eventually identified one of the men as a superstar college athlete named Emmer Jackson. Jackson has a full-ride scholarship to play basketball, but the more Hank Voigt, Jason Begg, and the rest of the team dug into his past and the evidence from the jewelry store, the more they came to see the athlete as a suspect. Jackson was on probation following a DUI charge, and the bullets that were used in the jewelry store shooting matched those used in several other robberies. Voigt and the team did note that none of the other robberies resulted in murders, and were often focused on tagging the stores with graffiti. The getaway car the thieves used was linked back to a stripper named Ruby, Natalia Del Rigo, who eventually admits that she let Damone Russell, Miles Evans, another college athlete, use it. The only problem was Russell was virtually untouchable. The athlete's lawyer was at the police station as soon as he was brought in for questioning. The lawyer told Voigt and the IU that one phone call to the mayor would make all this disappear, and noted that Russell was worth millions of dollars. The team had to let him go, but Cook had another plan in mind. The officer floated the idea of turning Ruby into a confidential informant. Voigt agreed, and they gave the stripper a wire and camera set up the next time Russell appeared in the club. It seemed as though they were on the right track when a drunken Russell showed up and began talking, but then it went bad. The camera was cut off, and when the IU rushed it to the club, Ruby was nowhere to be found. To make matters even worse, her phone was left behind. Ruby eventually resurfaced and claimed that Russell was getting paranoid around her. She turned off her camera and spent an hour with the athlete at a motel in an effort to make him talk. She went on to say that Russell was innocent, and fed the IU the name of another athlete. Only Cook suspected something was up. She followed her gut, and discovered that Ruby had been lying the whole time. It turned out that Ruby helped Russell hide the stuff they heisted from the jewelry store in the river. Russell was the one who pulled the trigger in the store, and the EU had him dead to rights. The mayor may have been a fan of the athlete, but there was nothing he could do to get Russell out of this one. The same goes for the athlete's lawyer. A shaken Cook has a heart-to-heart chat with Voigt at the end of the episode, and expresses frustration over being tricked by Ruby. Voigt assures Cook that it happens to the best officers. He tells her that most CIs belong to someone, but the someone in question is rarely a cop. The episode also progresses the arc between Cook and her wealthy mother. The two have always had a tense relationship, and Cook spent most of Name, Image, Likeness refusing to pick up her mother's phone calls. Cook didn't want to associate with her mother, given that she feels the latter walked out on her and her father. She confided as much in Adam Ruzick, Patrick John Pfluger. By the end of the episode, though, the officer decided to return her mother's calls. Probably the best Cook outing to date. Detective Kevin Atwater swore he could taste the rain before it fell. A metallic tang that clung to the night air outside the 21st District. Season 12, Episode 19 of Chicago PD opens on that knife-edge hush. Squad room lights dimmed, phones muted, every cop bracing for the storm none of them can yet name. ###, a sudden break in the Clean Crew case. For 3 months intelligence has tracked the Clean Crew, a surgical trio of masked robbers who vanish without footprints. Atwater and Torres finally catch a fragment of dash cam from their latest hit, a silver pendant glinting on one gunman's neck. Trudy Platt calls it, "That's Chicago Polish Soccer, 94 championship charm. You only got one if you were on the pitch." Instantly, Voigt knows where to hunt. The aging South Side rec leagues where past glory and present desperation collide. Hashtag enter Officer Tom Cook. Officer Tom Cook, uniform, boy next door grin, decorated twice for valor, volunteers to work undercover. He played in that same league until a knee injury sidelined him. His old teammates still trust him, and Cook's fresh-scrubbed earnestness sells the lie. He's sick of patrol paychecks and wants in on the crew's next score. In the bullpen, Burgess worries the assignment's too easy. Halstead is on furlough, and Upton shoulders his instincts. If it smells like a shortcut, it's probably an ambush. Voight listens but green-lights the op. He can't risk the crew slipping away again. Hashtag the drop house and the double cross. Cook's contact arranges a late-night meet inside an abandoned laundromat. Cameras hidden in detergent boxes stream to intelligence's van. Over comms, Torres jokes, fitting, the clean crew in a laundromat. But the humor curdles when the crew leader, Polo, pats Cook down and finds the wire. Except he doesn't rip it off. He grins, taps it, and says, "Tell Voight he's 2 steps late." Suddenly, all feeds go dark. Atwater and Ruzick storm the building but find only Cook, bloodied, cuffed to a busted washer, a burner phone buzzing beside him. On screen, a pre-recorded video, Cook himself confessing to planning the crew's next robbery, complete with dates, schematics, and a blueprint signed in his name. The betrayal flips. Either Cook's dirty or someone framed him so perfectly that truth leads into fiction. Hashtag we made him a target. Back at Med, Sharon Goodwin clears Cook for questioning. He swears he's clean. Voight's stare drills holes. Clean doesn't come with a confession video. Torres parses the encryption on the file. Time-stamped *** before *** Cook volunteered. Someone anticipated intelligence's move and built a narrative where Cook is the inside man. Burgess whispers the unspoken dread. Who knows our playbook well enough to script us ***. Hashtag all roads lead to K-Town. A pawn shop receipt in Cook's locker sends Atwater and Upton to K-Town, where they find the pendant, blood-specked and fresh. Surveillance perks identify the seller, Yusuf Slick Mazzari, a CI Voight burned years ago. Mazzari admits he's brokered gear for Polo and drops the bomb. Polo paid him extra for intel uniforms, blueprints of district floor plans, and yes, a *** scapegoat in blue ***. Voight realizes the betrayal isn't Cook selling out the badge, it's the crew manipulating internal affairs into devouring one of their own. The real score isn't cash, it's chaos. Rob a bank, let the city believe a cop cleared the path, and watch public trust implode. Hashtag the countdown. Ruzick traces Mazzari's burner purchases to a lakeside storage yard. There, intelligence finds a mobile command truck stocked with Chicago PD radio clones and a paper list. * 2:17 p.m. Mid-City Federal Vault Run, Cook distraction complete * time, 16 hours. Voight slices through red tape, requesting a full tactical team. Bureaucrats stall. Cook is now formally a suspect, compromised. If intelligence wants to move, they go rogue. Voight's grin is wolfish. Fine. Rogue is home turf. Hashtag storm at Mid-City Federal. Rain finally breaks as intelligence positions around Mid-City Federal. Inside the clean crew, 3 masked, one wearing a stolen CPD duty belt, executes the robbery with textbook precision. But when Polo exits with the duffel, Atwater's voice booms. Chicago PD. Drop it. Polo spins, fires, glass explodes. Torres tackles a guard, saving her from crossfire. Burgess corners gunman number 2 behind the loan desk, cuffs him with shards glittering in her hair. Voight hunts Polo into the alley, Cook by his side, cleared and burning to prove it. Thunder cracks, and the 2 men cut Polo off against a graffiti-splashed brick wall. Polo smirks. "City'll still hate you when I'm gone." But the city doesn't see Voight's next move, we do. He holsters, steps back. Cook steps forward, reciting Miranda with a tremor that steadies on anything you say. Betrayal is refuted in real time as the badge glints under broken streetlight. Polo's cuffs click shut. Narrative reclaimed.